What's poppin'? It is your boy, Coach Scubar of the Jellicent Jams, here with week 2 of the Beast Ball Dynasty Draft League Season 1. Jellicent Jams are 1-0 going up against Coach MrTJP, of the Bundle Montreal. He's a new player to the Discord server and to VGC battling as well. Yeah, here he's a singles player, but so we welcome him to the server. We welcome to our game and everything. Yeah, we had this battle over Memorial Day weekend, so happy Memorial Day to everyone. So, going over the Bundle Montreal, their team consists of Chi-Yu, Iron Bundle, Chien-Pao, Klefki, Florges, Luxray, Overquill, Basculegion, Male, Deoxys Attack, and Vitriol. So again, another week where I'm not going against another restricted. But I guess Deoxys counts like semi-restricted, because it is a mythical and everything. But and which you can see they bring the Deoxys attack here in addition to the Victory Bell, the Klefki, the Luxray, Iron Bundle, and Cheese. A very specially attack heavy team, especially since I'm seeing no Chien-Pao. This week we decided to bring Lunala, Urshifu, Single Strike, Ursaluna, Diancie, Blastoise, and Magmortar. So 5 of the 6 as 5 of the same 6 as last week. But I felt like we needed to introduce Duck and the Follow Me pressure to help get Trick Room up this first set and everything. Because just seeing how frail and how offensive his team is, his Klefki is also his only steel or rock resistance. So that's why the name of this game was to go Terra Rock, Life Orb, Diamond Storm with Diancie under Trick Room and sweep the game kind of deal. So you can see I actually cut it kind of close here right at the end, debating whether I want to bring Urshifu or Ursaluna in the back, and just at the last moment I get Ursaluna in. So here we go, game 1. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. Let's have a great set, and away we go. So yeah, basically the plan is just get Trick Room up, use Follow Me, Trick Room, pretty standard, Terra Rock, Life Orb, and this is a perfect lead to do that with Chi and Deoxys. I've got the Focus Sash. Neither of these things can get a like a multi-hit that I know of and everything. So we're just going to go for it. I see no reason not to. It's a Follow Me, and even if my Mortar goes down, that's fine. That's perfect. It gives us room to bring in either Ursaluna or Lunala in the back, and the Trick Room is up, so that's the deal. Yeah, here we go. Curious to see what comes out and everything. Deoxys can learn a wide range of attacks. No Terra. Chi-Yu actually goes first. I should have noticed this beforehand, but I didn't. If the Chi-Yu's going before, that thing is Scarlet. That is a Scarf Chi-Yu. Going for Snarl, which is fine, in case I just had to go special with Diancie. And the Flash Cannon, good to reveal that into my Magmortar though. I guess just not knowing Magmortar gets Follow Me this gen. Oh, that's because it was 100% going into Diancie, so I get the Trick Room off for free. That's awesome. And I'm like, alright, step 1 of the plan is complete. Time to initiate step 2. Chi-Yu's gonna switch out. Because I think I'd have to Terra to be able to live, especially in the stuff. And the Luxray Intimidate comes out, but Diancie's got Clear Body. Like, no wonder why Mythicals aren't allowed, because like they're so good. Everything about them is so good, or at least just something so useful. And speaking about Mythicals, I'm just like, alright, here we go, big damage. Terra Rock. Spread move. Into 2 frail Pokemon where I didn't get intimidated. Brings the Deoxys down to its Focus Sash and over 50% to the Luxray. I mean, beautiful. I love it. Welcome to VGC. And actually predicting the Deoxys was Focus Sash, that's why I went for the Heat Wave here with Magmortar just to cover. Because yeah, if Deoxys has no, Deoxys is like paper thin, is overly initiated, so it needs the Focus Sash to live anything. But thankfully the Heat Wave lands on both, Deoxys goes down, And out comes the Victory Bell, which I realize is not good into my rock typing with the grass. But they actually reveal a cool tag that I need to remember this for future weeks. Room Service Victory Bell. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, ooh, so now the Victory Bell's the fastest thing on the field. Like, if this thing like starts going for sleep powders or starts just going offense, as we see, it's getting the Terra here. The Terra Dark as well. In case I went for a Psychic type into its poison typing. I'm sure just a good, I'd have to be fighting type to hit it super effectively now. Follow Me takes the Leaf Blade, kind of what I was expecting the last type to come out, which is perfect into my fire type. And again, we just get another one off. It takes Luxray out. It does 85-90% to the Victory Bell. And yeah, just the little bit of chip we're losing from Life Orb is just negligible. So with the Terra out and with knowing the Focus Sash is not on the Chi-Yu, I'm like, yeah, this is pretty much a GG right here for this first game with a Follow Me and then Terra Rock Dinosaur. 95% accurate, I'm thankful to hit all of them. Very thankful. See, could be another reason for the Terra Dark here. They go for the knockoff. They want to see what item my Night Mortar is, but it's alright because the Focus Sash was broken a long time ago. No Flame Body, but okay, it's not the end of the world. And Diamond Storm. There we go. One hit KOs the Chi-Yu. And also takes out the Victory Bell. 2-3-0 game 1 in a pretty clean sweep, pretty clean fashion. Pretty much game plan coming into this week and everything, what I wanted to do. Yeah. So now going into game 2, it's I'm like, all right, he's gotta have something for this now. And I was like, he's gotta have something for. I'm like, he's not gonna let me get off Trick Room again, and he's not gonna let me just spam Diamond Storm again. So as we're getting into game 2 here, I'm thinking about what I want to change and everything. I really did like Dynasty on lead. I'm still confident with Ursaluna and Lunala in the back. But I'm thinking this time I want to go Blastoise in case... Why do I go Blastoise? Yeah, I was going to say, I was like, I should just run it back. I was thinking about just running it back. But why did I change? Did I want to break the Focus Sash on Deoxys? Is that why? Because I wanted to, because I switched. I had this battle a few days ago. I had this battle before Memorial Day weekend, and then Memorial Day weekend happened, and it's now after Memorial Day. So excuse me. I recognize the Klefki's definitely got to be coming now. I think. Not I think. I know the Klefki's got to definitely be coming now. Because it's his anti-Trick Room option. If he's got Imprisoned Trick Room, or if he's just got Trick Room at all, it's on the Klefki. So I'm deciding how I want to lead, because Mag Mortar's not the most offensive, and especially if I'm just clicking Follow Me's and can't do anything else. Or at least Blastoise, I get some offensive pressure, that's right, with the Fake Out. I can still Life Dew, Helping Hand, Muddy Water. As we still get a guaranteed way up for Trick Room and everything. So here we go into game 2. Oh, and then yeah, just having Magmortar in the back for cleanup with Lunala. I thought, but here we go. So he changes up the lead to game 2 now. We see a much scarier lead into even both Magmortar Diancie and Blastoise Diancie. It is the Iron Bundle Klefki. So I'm like, alright, yeah. So the water typing here hits my Diancie, and he's also got the freeze dry. So I want to get the Trick Room off. I want at least one turn in it and everything. And this way, if the Trick Room's up and he imprisons it, he has to reverse the Trick Room before he does it, which just reveals he has it. So the freeze dry comes out. Blastoise got that bullet. Citrus Berry comes back up, restores a little bit. Klefki flinches, and we get the Trick Room off. So I'm like, alright, nice. So I want to Diamond Storm into this Iron Bundle. Super effective. And, I mean, it's booster energy, so 100% could protect me. So I'm like, because it could protect, I'm like debating whether I want to go all in on the Dynasty or if I just should cover with the Muddy Water, which this was the correct call. He did Muddy Waters, or he did protect, so the Muddy Water was the correct play here. Diamond Sword comes out, gets damage off of the Klefki. I'm not proud of it, especially for being right forward. Don't get the defense boost, but Muddy Water comes out, and that does a much more respectable amount of damage. Go Blastoise, and here, yeah, they reveal the Trick Room, they reverse the Trick Room. So, it could go for the Imprison here, so that's why I'm not... Do I go for the Trick Room again? No. Iron Bundle threatens a KO onto either one of these mons, because you can Hydro Pump into my Dynasty, or Freeze Dries into my Blastoise. So I definitely... Oh, and I've got a Magma Mortar and a Lunala in the back, so I don't want to switch into Lunala because I break my Shadow Shield, potentially, and Magma Mortar's not going to take a Hydro Pump, so yeah, so he gets the screen, he reveals he's a screen as well. Hydro Pump comes out. The crit might have mattered, assuming it's a, you know, max special attack and everything. It's a roll for the KO, so, I don't know. Game and everything. We get the return KO on the Klefki with the Muddy Water though from Blastoise. So that's at least nice, freeing us a spot to get Lunala in here for free. And out comes the Choice Scarf GU. Which I'm just like, yeah, this is a much... I'm like, okay, so I'm like, so now we just, I'm like, since Klefki's gone, I'm like, it's a free Trick Room. Like, we try to get Trick Room up again. I've got a Terra Fairy to avoid the Dark type move and everything. And if he doubles up into Lunala, and this was just in case Blastoise goes the turn. So out comes the Terra Fairy. Resisting the Dark type heads. Again, yeah. Seeing the GU outspeed here confirms its Choice Scarf, which I should have just been more obviously. And I get a fortunate miss. I guess that's the return for the crit on my Luna. And they so Freeze Dry into Blastoise, takes out Blastoise, and we successfully get the Trick Room up. We showed our Terra, but we still have our Shadow Shield. Nice. And now seeing how special his team went this week, I realized how useless the Rocky Helmet is now, because this was the case for like Qianpao wanted to like Sucker Punch, and yeah, I was prepared for the more physical mons on his team, but yeah, so I'm like, alright, I'm like, now I'm like, we gotta just start doing some damage and everything and get things on. So I go for the knockoff here, maybe not the correct play, or well, because that reveals it's the choice scarf. So I helped it out. Whereas I think of maybe I should have just held it back. And that way I would have actually picked up the KO onto the Iron Bundle here. Where instead I lose my Magnetor here to the Hydro Pump. Okay, so that was a mistake. I should not have knocked off there with Magnetor. The correct play was the Hydro Pump to help him out. So then that way the Dazzling Gleam would have taken out the Iron Bundle, and now Magmortar would still be alive for this turn with his last mon in on the field. Instead, he gets a turn to stall Trick Room with the Protect. Yeah, so I think that's where I went wrong. That's where I went wrong. I don't know, it still would have been hard with a Snarl spamming GU. Because that's what it would have been locked into, with two special attackers. But if it's just doing Snarl, it's not doing any damage itself, so we'd just have to get rid of the Victory Bell. Which I could have done with 2 and so anyway, so out comes the Terra here from MrTJP, and it's the Terra Steel on the Chi. Fantastic. gene is really impressive. I'm just getting little value out of this. Yeah. Well, I get the pickup on the Iron Button, finally, but I don't even get the KO onto the Chi now with the special attack drop. And now, because he's choice, I knocked off the choice star. Wow, that was actually good. But yeah, he gets to change up his moves, going for the Terra Steel, Terra Blast, where I live on 6 HP. Yeah, out revealing his last one, the Room Service Victory Belt. So I'm like, okay, yeah, so that was where I went wrong, is where I knocked off with my board. I should have held the can instead. Because here, then I could have at least, like, moved guys that, like, you know, follow me. Just anything. And that, you know, it still would have been tough because the Chi would have just been snarl spamming. Anyway, so yeah, so I revealed the knockoff there or I revealed the Rocky helmet there with the knockoff, and MrTJP takes game 2 in a convincing 2-0. So I'm like, alright, here we go, game 3. Great set and everything. That was a good, very good game. So I'm thinking about how I want to change it back up, and I'm just like, alright, I'm like, we need to go back to the game 1 strategy. I'm like, we need to go back to just the overwhelming power of the Terra Rock, unlike Trick Room, Dynasty Storm. I'm like, his only way of stopping Trick Room seems to be the Clef Key. And I know it's Screens and Trick Room. So for the last rooms, so I'm like, it's either he has an attacking move, or he has Imprison. I was actually stalling a little bit right here because I was doing some damage calcs. What damage calcs was I doing? I forget exactly what. Oh, I was doing Ursaluna damage calcs because I was debating on leading with Ursaluna and seeing, like, without the Flame Orb activated, like, even if Reflect goes up, does a high horsepower one-hit KO the Chi-Yu, because knowing it's Terra Steel, or yeah, the Headlong Rush, excuse me, not high horsepower, is still super effective against it either way. But yeah, so we're just going into game 3 here, and that's what I was looking at. I was like, okay, I think this going into this game, I was like, I want to make Mortar for the Follow Me. Blastoise, I didn't get that much value out of, so Blastoise is staying on the bench, and I want Diancie, Trick Room, Diamond Storm, just again get that power off, and then I want to be able to clean up with Mama and the ground typing as well. Ideally in Trick Room. So you can see here, yeah, going back to the game 1 strategy again, we're just gonna Trick Room, Follow Me first turn, because his only way to stopping that seems to be Imprison. He hasn't seemed to stop that yet. And I'm actually thinking here, do I need to bring Lunala? I was like, or do I want to bring Urshifu actually? Because just Urshifu would be better into the Chi. Urshifu's actually better into the Chi-Yu again, with the close combat, again, knowing it's Terra Steel. I'm not stuck if it locks itself into Snarl. And yeah, so for the first time this season, I decide not to bring my Restricted, and I bring the Semi-Restricted instead of Urshifu in the back. So here we go into game 3 for all the marbles. And yeah, here comes the game 2 lead of the Clef Key Iron Bundle versus my game 1 lead of the Diancie and Magmar. So booster energy comes out, the special attack comes off. Yeah, see, so that crit made it a roll, or that roll for the Hyper Pumpkin too. So I'm like, alright, yeah. So the only way he stops Trick Room going, or it was like, no, I was like, ooh, I was like, in case he imprisons Trick Rooms, I was like, what if I just go full out offensive? Follow me to redirect the Hyper Pump. And I was like, if he reflects, I think this is a roll. I was like, if he keeps up reflecting with the Iron Bundle. Or Viterra is obviously the Sun Kill. But if he goes for the Imprison right now, and I was like, the Iron Bundle doesn't Terra, this should be a one-hit KO. So out comes the Follow Me. The Clef Key actually goes for Light Screen, so the wrong screen, even better, because Diamond Storm is a physical attack. Out comes the Hiding. This is why we take the Focus Sash, so this way we can at least take 2 attacks. Follow Me. And out comes the Diamond Storm. Terra Rock. Again, putting off the offensive immediately. And it gets the one hit, that does get the one hit KO onto the Iron Bundle. So I'm like, sweet. I'm like, the biggest threat to me is gone. I'm like, I can deal with the Shield, I can deal with the Deoxys, I can deal with the Victory Bell, I can deal with the Luxray, and I was like, the Iron Bundle is just the one thing that I need to go between these two. So out comes the Choice Scarf Chi-Yu. Could be Terra Steel and everything. So seeing as he didn't do anything regarding Trick Room last turn, this is why I'm like, okay, so maybe he's committing to the screens. So if he's committing to screens, then I'm gonna get Trick Room off. And just thinking, because I'm like, because if I follow me now, Magmortar goes up, Magmortar goes down, and then I can get Mama in. And again, this is where I was doing the calcs. I was just like, if Headlong Rush without being burned through a Reflect, it'll still let me KO Chi-Yu. So out comes the Terra here, Mr. QDD. And then the Terra Steel onto that Chi-Yu. With me being Terra Fairy 2 weeks in a row, I recognize people are going to be bringing Terra Steel. For me now, it's like no Terra Fairy, so I think I'm just going to have to start going for that. Follow Me comes out. They get the Reflect off again until I was ready. Committed to the screens, both sides. That's fine. Terra Blast comes out into the Follow Me Magmortar, which is perfect. TikTok, like, you know, thank you, you did your job. You did finish. That's exactly what your job was to do. Shout out if anybody knows the TikTok reference from King Nappy. And we successfully get the Trick Room off. So I'm like, alright, nice. So, again, debating who I want to bring in here. The Klefki, I don't think the Klefki's revealed its 4th move yet. So fearing that it's a Fairy type move, I go out into Ursaluna here, because I'm just like, alright, I'm like, yeah, again, seeing that it's Terra Steel, I'm like, Headlong Rush kind of just runs the room right here, so even through Reflect without being burned, Chi-Yu is just so frail. Go for the Dying Storm just to get just like a little bit of chip, just to help it, and everything, just to make the odds better. Headlong Rush comes out, and it does pick up the KO onto the Chi-Yu, which is perfect, so that takes out that threat. We would have just Terra Steeled into So game 3 is going a lot better here. Again, just going with the strategy of sweep in Trick Room. Goes for the foul play. Doesn't do, I mean, it still does a good amount of damage because, you know, Ursaluna is not that on defense, but it doesn't do as much because I wasn't burned yet, so now I get the burn. And from here, again, I love this Trick Room victory, but that was just so creative. And I definitely gotta run some room service in the upcoming week. So, you know, just checking out all the stats here, how long we've done everything. And I'm just like, alright, yeah, seeing as he can't tear anymore, Rock is neutral into Dynasty. Or Rock is neutral in the Victory Bell. And fearing that the Victory Bell is slower than my Ursaluna, and the Leaf Blade was going to come out of it, this is where I switch into the Urshifu to take that down. Especially now seeing that it's a foul play, not a Fairy type move as well. So again, yeah, out comes the Leaf Blade into my Ursaluna. Dynasty just, you know, goes there, gets the Diamond Storm off, still just putting in massive amounts of damage, over 50% to that Victory Bell. We also get the defense boost, which is nice if they decide to the Leaf Blade us. They go for the foul play into Dynasty, and with the defense boost, that just did negligible damage. So yeah, so here's Urshifu finally coming out this week. Wicked Blow, Brick Break, Sucker Punch, and Poison Jab. It didn't need the power of close combat, and rather wanted Brick Break to exactly for this experience. Leaf Blade comes out, Urshifu's got that goal, but he just barely misses out on the power, as I say. I don't have close combat. But, and with the bulk and everything, we take the Leaf Blade and the foul play. So, all of you know how Wolfie won 2016 Worlds, and I'll have to find the video where his sword stance on his Mega Rayquaza in the finals, he said that was an accident and a mistake, but it ended up working out for the best. That's kind of like this Trick Room. I 100% thought I clicked Diamond Storm just to end the game here and there, but when I saw a Trick Room, I was like, oh. Well, yes, so it doesn't really end up mattering because speed tiers now, or Shifu is the fastest thing on the field. So I get the Brick Break into the front key, Dynasty being faster than Victory Bell Masters without a Trick Room. Get the Diamond Storm off, we take game 3, 3-0, to take the series 2-1 versus MrTJP and the Bundle Montreal. So GG's. It's a great set. You have a really creative team. The Terra Steel GU and the Room Service Victory Bell. But yeah, this puts Jellicent Jams 2-0 in the Dynasty League. Next week we are going against Coach Cruz of the Wisconsin Cheeseheads, my favorite team name, with a team of Groudon, Walking Wake, Pheasantipity, Venusaur, Gastrodon, Tinkaton, Charizard, Orthworm, Sojourner, and Scrafty. So, yeah, we will catch you guys then. Coach Scubar of the Jellicent Jams, over and out.